Peace Collective, my name is Kay and I'm a messenger of the universe. Welcome back to my channel, y'all. Even if you're new here, this is not the first time that our souls have crossed paths. As you can see, I actually did get a new camera recently, so the quality should be a lot better. And I'm still testing it out, so please bear with me while I try out new stuff. And I'm still getting some equipment and trying to figure out how to use my mic and stuff. So the audio quality may not be the best, but I am working on that, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started, collective, and see what messages are coming out for y'all. I feel like a lot of y'all are standing on big business and it shows. I actually feel like a lot of y'all are being vindicated at this time, and it's honestly been a while since I've recorded, so I really feel like I'm actually seeing the justice card intuitively, and I think of like y'all being vindicated. So there's some sort of truth you spoke or some sort of business that you stood on, and it's like you're being vindicated for this. People could have tried to, knock you off your pedestal or make you feel bad for believing in what you did, but it's almost like your confidence withstood the test of time, and you're being vindicated at this time for something that you've done. And we're going to get more information though on what exactly it is that's like being vindicated that other people are noticing or talking about, because I feel like this is the main topic of this reading, how y'all stand on business and that y'all are genuinely a confident person. And I feel like there's this energy where people have noticed like other people try to leech off of your confidence, or your like how self-assured you are, you speak with certainty, or just the way you carry yourself comes off as if you know who you are and what you're talking about. So I kind of feel like there's an air of authority around you. You have Aries placements, Capricorn placements. These placements usually have like a business aura, not always, especially Aries. Aries can actually be very childish, but let's say healed Aries and healed Capricorn can come off as very standing on business and boss-like energy. So let's continue and see what also comes out for the cards. My nails are kind of not looking nice today, y'all, so please bear with me. This is not a good time. But yeah, and I'm like that the Emperor card actually came out. I think that says a lot. Okay, makes it a lot easier so I can see. So I feel like the story that's being told here with the Page of Pentacles is like something that you invested in financially is paying off. This could be a vindication in regards to like, and the Emperor is over here in reverse. So I kind of feel like there's an energy where like I could have feel like someone could have felt like you were doing too much, or could have made you feel as if you were doing too much, or demonizing you for like being masculine to some extent, collective. Or like if you're a woman and you exert masculine energy, someone could have been like, oh well, you'll never find a man, or you'll never blah 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 get a job or something like that. And I feel like that is actually what got you this piece of work or this opportunity of yours that's working out. And I feel like the vindication is on behalf of the people who talk down on you, because it stands out that the Four of Cups is next to the Emperor in reverse. So these people could be working for someone who's disappointing them, or someone who is just not what they seem, collective. When I see the Emperor in reverse, it's almost like someone could be like very authoritative over them or controlling or something. You could have tried to warn others about how controlling this person is, or this dynamic. It's infecting their life in a negative way, and it's like they could have been like, well, you don't know what you're talking about, collective. And I feel like now this person is starting to see what you're talking about. They're starting to realize like you're not just talking out your A, like you really are onto something. And I feel like this is something financial. There's people who actually want to invest in you financially because they tried the other way and it didn't work out, collective. So I feel like this is almost like someone could be running to you as a last resort. So don't try to interfere with people's karma, but I do feel like there's someone who's going to they're going to be surprised about how right you are about something, and they could have tried to make you seem like you were just angry or bitter, you were just you know what you're talking about. But now they're realizing the truth here. I feel like this could also be in regards to like a relationship. Like if you have a baby daddy that's toxic, you could have told the new girlfriend like be careful, or something like that, and they could have like demonized you, and now the person is realizing you knew what you're talking about, you experienced it before. So someone is honestly being put in your shoes, collective, and they're realizing you weren't just doing something to be like evil or negative towards them. It was just the honest truth, or your honest experience of what you were going through. So I feel like that is the main thing that's coming out for this reading. And Also, some of y'all could have even, you could have invested in this yourself. It could have been like you invested in this business or this boss or something, this person. It disappointed you. You could have warned someone else, and they're like, psh, what do collective know? And now they're realizing you knew what's up. So I kind of feel like, but also when I see the Page of Pentacles, I feel like you could have got out sooner than this other person as well. That's why it stands out, because this person could be really locked in, and like life is getting really serious, huh? That's what I'm hearing intuitively. I feel like life is really getting serious for this person, and it's almost like they can't escape some of these connections or contracts that they signed themselves to. And they know it's going to lead to disappointment, or it is leading to disappointment, and it could have led to, and I feel like there's something where like people are getting karma fast too, like if they cross you or whatever. So you could be noticing a lot of like fast movement in regards to how things are just panning out, and you're just like, wow, that seems like instant karma or something. And I know not everyone believes in karma, but for those of you that do, I feel like you could really feel like a lot of these people are experiencing karmic repercussions, and it's happening very fast and swiftly. Someone regrets doubting you. That's what I get with that Four of Cups. Someone really regrets doubting you or making a scene of how much they opposed you, because now they look like the a-hole. Now they look stupid. Like they look like they're full of it. And they thought, it was like they thought they knew everything. That's what I think of when I see the Emperor in reverse. They didn't want to admit they were wrong, and they didn't want to admit that their stuff was like, I'm hearing that phrase where it's like, you don't think your stuff stinks. Like, that's what it gives. Oh my gosh, this is the first time I'm seeing this card, and like, oh my, it looks so good. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm just hungry, but that Three of Mills stands out to me. So maybe some of y'all, you could have given someone a reading of some sort, and it really was like, it ate, okay? You ate, left no crumbs. And I really feel like someone is realizing you kind of could have been an oracle to them, or you could have given them some sort of psychic reading or guidance, and they could have disregarded what you said or just thought you were full of it. Collective, I really feel like there's a lot of people who trust you, collective, especially when it comes to like dealing with Emperor and reverse energies. I don't know if y'all are like some sort of whisper or something. I don't know. I'm hearing like you just know like how to deal with people. You know how people operate and like their psychology or something. So people are envious of like the way that you know how people function or how to deal with people and what's going on in their head. And you're able to intuit like what people's needs are, or like it's something like that going on where someone is like, they feel like you're a gateway to them understanding something else. Like they feel like maybe through you they can finally understand the spiritual realm, or through you they can understand how to communicate with animals, or understand how to deal with men, or understand how to be more attractive. Like there's a lot of different ways that you guys exert your energy, and people are like, dang, like I wish I could do that. Or I feel like also you could be dealing with a lot of people trying to silence you as well, silence your voice, make you feel nervous or shy because you speak the truth, okay? This fortune teller really wanted to come out here. Like I feel like a lot of y'all, you could be a high priestess of some sort. You have very spiritual dreams, prophetic dreams, and I feel like you could warn people or warn others that this will happen if they make this decision, and then when it happens they remember you. They remember you were probably the only one who was warning them against it. And there's something where like your validation means a lot to people, especially spiritually. Like I feel like if someone posts like their relationship, for example, and you like the picture, they're probably like, oh, hopefully they got good vibes from my boyfriend or my girlfriend or whatever. Like I feel like y'all have that sort of energy or authority where people trust your judgment and your discernment. So they care a lot about what you have to say. So I feel like some of y'all could even make a business out of this, or you could start opening yourself up to readings again, or doing personal readings, because a lot of people want to hear what you have to say. And yeah, I feel like people are saying you know what you're talking about. Shout out to the Taurus placements as well. I'm getting like sacral energy. Some of y'all could be very creative, or you have a very creative spirit, always in an energy of making something or doing something of your own. Coffee, Three of Drinks, Three of Cups. So yeah, there's this energy where I feel like there's your friends really are replenishing you, or spending time with your loved ones is really replenishing you. And I feel like you're starting to see life from a different perspective, especially when it comes for your about your money. Like I feel like a lot of y'all are starting to take that more serious, especially as you come get older and time goes by, you're really like, okay, I need to lock in. Like, I can't stay where I am. Or some of y'all, you're setting goals now so that you can get your own place. Others of y'all, you're setting career goals so that you can set yourself up for a successful future. And I feel like a lot of y'all are also just learning to use your networks wisely and using your friends or your family when they offer help to take them up on those opportunities. As well as when I see the Three of Drinks, though, it's usually like fun stuff, like going out to party or going out with the girls for drinks or going out for brunch or something, I don't know. But it's really like really fun time. So I feel like something I see in your future is actually you being able to take a break. And you being, some of y'all, this could also be a result of you working for yourself. Some of y'all are going to finally have, be able to work on your own time. And I feel like a lot of y'all are actually going to be established as an entrepreneur or an independent in some way. I'm seeing like a lot of like entrepreneurial energy with this collective, where you could honestly be able to manage a business of your own. Or if you're working a corporate job now, you may not work a corporate job in the future, because you may start your own business and it's going to take off. So there's going to be a lot of growth in your future, and a lot of it is you learning how to establish yourself and using your discernment and your intuition. And I feel like other people are also seeing that your intuition is like on point, and you listen to it as well, so people can see that you, not only are they seeing the results of what you've been doing, but you can also see the results. So you know what I say, you can judge a witch by her fruits. So that's kind of the vibe I get. Like, a lot of y'all, you have a lot of like abundance around you, even if there's chaos or war or whatever disaster. I kind of feel like the way that you've been able to carry yourself throughout it all, it really speaks volumes. And a lot of people could even be looking to you for inspiration, like how you've been able to survive all you've been through with a smile on your face, and you don't really even look like what you've been through, collective, because a lot of y'all really have been through it, and you have the wisdom, but you're not really sharing it with anyone. Because when I see the fortune teller here, I think of someone who's very wise, and someone who's wise doesn't impart wisdom on those who aren't ready. So I kind of feel like you almost know when people are ready to hear it and when they're not. And I feel like other people are realizing like you kind of just have a wise spirit. You have an old soul, no matter how old you are. You just know things. I feel like, again, you could also be like studying history as well. When I think of like an old soul, I'm thinking of it literally now. Like, some of y'all could really like old vintage things. And it also represents like historians and people who study things that are from the past. You have like heavy on the Ophiuchus placements, because it represents hidden history, and a lot of history is honestly hidden. So really history in general, if you ask me. But I really feel like Ophiuchus covers things that aren't necessarily brought to the front, or things that are taboo even. So some of y'all can have that energy about you, where you kind of bring that like you make people realize the truth. And this Justice card just came out as I was shuffling from this deck again, so I definitely feel like this vindication of yours has to do with something that you like foretold, or something you told someone or warned someone, and this could have been in front of like an entire group of people. So I feel like people are again kind of feeling like you're a prophet or something, or you're a psychic, or it's something creepy. Like, I feel like the people get chills when you speak, because they know that you know what you're talking about, and like they've seen your work before, and they know that you can do it again and again and again, because you're really talented at what you do. So shout out to the psychics and the spirituals and the intuitives, because I feel like other people are noticing that you are very intuitive and you know what's going on even without words. I feel like people get nervous, especially when they're doing things that they shouldn't be doing, because they feel like you know even if you don't say anything. And I kind of feel like you're almost an observer of events. So yeah, I feel like people can feel like you can see them. You see the real them. You see the pieces of them that they try to hide from everyone else. You can really call them out on these things if you really wanted to. So a lot of y'all are really interested in like the darker side of things, or like psychology, or just knowing things in depth. Pluto placements heavily, 8th house placement, Scorpio. Because I really feel like there's an energy where you investigate things. You like to get to the bottom of it, and you're not satisfied until you find out the truth. So some of y'all could even be a bit obsessive when it comes to things you enjoy. Like, you may become very attached to like a project or a person or a place or a thing, whatever. And sometimes you can really obsess over it to the point where it can affect your health, collective. So be very mindful of this energy, especially if you are in some sort of like involved in a case or involved in a line of work that is really exhausting and draining your energy. Make sure to take breaks, especially with this 3 of Drinks clarified by the 3 of Wands. Definitely, I see someone's going to take you out soon. I feel like this could be like a friend date, or this is someone who is going to start off as a friend, but it's going to turn into something more, because I feel like there's the Three of Wands. This person could be at a distance, or this is someone who's going to ask you out soon and they want to spend time with you as well. And this person wants to talk to you about something that has happened. Some of y'all could be doing a debrief with someone as well. Like, you could have seen them after a long period of time and you're catching up with them. So I feel like that sort of energy could be going on. And I also feel like you could be realizing the truth as well. Like, there's something that you don't know necessarily, and this person is going to bring that piece of the puzzle to your vision so that you can see things more clearly and understand why things happened the way they did, or why they moved the way they did, or why certain things are happening now the way they are. Like, I feel like some of y'all could have had like some sort of opportunity come to you out of nowhere, and it was actually because of someone's request. Someone could have put in a really good word for you behind the scenes, and they didn't know how to like tell you this directly. So there's something like that going on, because when I see the High Priestess, there's a lot of like intuitive stuff, things being hidden. So you really have to trust your gut on stuff, and your intuition is going to be spot on, even if it's a really weird feeling, collective. I know it's going to be, sometimes it's hard to trust the intuition, but I feel like with this card here, it's kind of like y'all are the type to, like, you're going to trust your gut, because you know, like, it can lead to your life or death. So if it comes down to it, you trust your instincts. Some of y'all can really be in that mindset, like, you know, you've really been, I'm hearing like you've been in the trenches, or you just know what it's like. You know how, you understand how bad things can get. So you really know how to maintain your energy and maintain yourself. And you kind of stick to growing those things in your life that make sense to you. And I feel like, again, when I think of time going on, I feel like there's someone who like could have been caught up in something, or they went down a path that they wish that they didn't, collective, and they may be coming to you for a conversation or something like that, and you could have been the only person to tell them about something, and they should have listened to you. Queen of Cups reversed. Okay, let's get one more clarifier. Queen of Cups reversed, Page of Cups. There's a lot of emotional suppressing here. Like, I feel like this could do with like a friend of yours, like a female friend, a lady friend of yours, who this person suppressed or suppresses a lot of their emotions. And I feel like this could be a dynamic where they chose someone else over you, and this person just ended up not being it at all. And others of y'all, this is like another investment that came from their past that they hadn't healed from, was what caused them to break things up with you, or to cause them to have some sort of rift with you. Like, they didn't heal that before they came towards you. So I feel like there's this acknowledgement here with this Queen of Cups reversed that they didn't make a right decision, or someone here is just not okay emotionally or mentally. They're just not able to, they're not okay, or something like that. So I feel like there's someone who has to acknowledge like how a piece of their past, they have to apologize for something that they've done, and how maybe they didn't show up fully with their emotions, and even a little bit of empathy, or like they didn't really immerse themselves in something that could have been really good for them, because they didn't recognize that before, they didn't have that before. So I feel like someone actually could be healing really deep, doing some really deep healing, because I feel like someone is like almost like they didn't realize what they had while it was there. Some of y'all have Pisces energy. Like, someone didn't realize how good it was with you until they were in a situation with someone when it was terrible. So yeah, I feel like this could also be friendships too. Like, someone from your past is trying to come back, they want to be your friend again. They're like, hey, no one else has been as great of a friend as you, collective, or no one ever showed up for me the way that you did. So someone could be realizing like friends like you don't come by just every day. So I feel like there's someone who's really acknowledging how their destructive tendencies, their destructive habits really impacted their relationships. And so there's a need for deep healing. And I feel like the truth has come to light about who this person is, and there's no getting behind it anymore. And you could have been the only person to be like, hey, this person is off, or there's something off about this situation. So I feel like a lot of y'all, you got the Magician card, which is nice, because it's almost like you're the only one that came out like unscathed here. So you could have been like, you saw the ship was sinking, and you left before that, before you saw more evidence of it. And other people are here on the sinking ship, and they're realizing, how did you know, collective? How did you know the ship was sinking? So yeah, that's like the main vibes I get, especially with the magician. It kind of seems like you knew things before it happened, and you kind of just like, you were there and you came and you went. Okay, like you dropped the message. You could have warned one or two people, and they're like, psh, what is collective know? And then now things are kind of like coming crashing down, and they remember the magician. They remember the high priestess who warned them, or who got out before everything locked in with everyone else. So, a very significant message about trusting your gut, and other people are learning to trust their gut too, because they could have gotten signs and synchronicities, but they could have just brushed it off. But not you, collective. You listen to the signs, you listen to what's going on. So that's why people kind of see you as this magician who's able to like overcome these situations, and you don't get caught up as easily in certain dynamics, and it's almost like you've been there, done that. So yeah, it's like living in the future. Yeah, strike. You got something right on the head, huh? I don't even, oh, it's 10 of Pentacles, I believe, or 10 of Wands, I don't know. There's something happy going on in this card. So yeah, definitely there's some really good vibes going on in your life, collective, and a lot of manifestations are coming true, especially when it comes to things that you want and the things that you've really desired. So you may notice things just kind of falling into place naturally, and I feel like you're going to be really surprised and really happy at how these things are working out in your favor, and you're probably going to feel really happy about the things that didn't work out, because you're going to be like, well, I probably wouldn't have made it here. So really, I feel like there's a lot for you to look forward to, and a lot of y'all have a lot of growth and abundance to look forward to, and a lot of happiness and joy, because you know how to stand on business and be yourself no matter what. So a lot of people are listening to you and they respect it. So that's all I have for you, collective. Thank you so much for joining me for this reading. My name is Kay, and I appreciate it, you all, for being here. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to join me for my future videos, and I hope to catch you in my next one. Peace.